Good day, folks. Thank you for joining us here at Your Health. Say, many of you may have been recently diagnosed with cancer, and you're wondering, isn't there anything I can do to help my doctor improve my chances of beating this dreadful disease? Isn't there something holistic I can do? Isn't there a plant, a vitamin, something, an herb, something I can do to help me? Well, that's our topic today. Foundational cancer care. What you can safely do to help improve your odds in beating cancer. Very important program. First, let's go to our news. Let's see what's happening in the health world. Persistent and chronic pain affects almost 40 million Americans. Researchers report in the Journal of Pain that 19% of all Americans have frequent or constant pain lasting longer than 3 months, and this pain affects their quality of life. The study also found those in chronic pain are much more likely to have anxiety, depression, or fatigue. The researchers used data from the National Health Interview Survey to make their findings. Related research from the Journals of Gerontology finds as the blood's level of vitamin D decreases, the risk of developing chronic pain increases in men. And from research published in the journal Rheumatology International, researchers find a low vitamin D level greatly increases the risk of women developing chronic widespread pain syndromes. Folks, low vitamin D levels increase the risk of chronic and persistent widespread pain in both men and women. Now, this discovery will most certainly improve the lives of millions of Americans. However, mainstream medicine and your evening news will not be telling you of this life-changing research. To learn of things like this, you must take charge of your own health and find answers on your own. Watching this program is a good start. If you are living in chronic pain, it is my advice to you to engage in a complete holistic health makeover. The plan should include an exercise program to gently build strength and flexibility without causing re-injury. You should also change the way you eat. An organic garden and farm-fresh Mediterranean-style diet low in sugar and refined starches can do for you what no drug can do. A wisely selected dietary supplement plan will help you rebuild damaged and inflamed tissues while soothing achy joints better than any anti-inflammatory drug, and they do so without side effects. Your plan should include all the necessary vitamins and minerals at abundant levels with emphasis on magnesium, the omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamin C. Include agents such as glucosamine, boswellia, curcumin, and noni juice to calm inflammation. And as our report finds, including higher levels of vitamin D, as this wondrous agent acts as an overseer that coordinates the repair and daily function of our entire body. The typical adult vitamin D3 dose ranges from 3,000 international units for a small person to 8,000 for a tall and large person. Our goal is to maintain a vitamin D blood level of around 50, and blood tests are the best way to dictate dosages. Taking vitamin D supplements or increasing sun exposure may improve asthma. Researchers from Tel Aviv University reviewed health data on over 4 million subjects. The vitamin D blood levels of some 300,000 of these were analyzed. Of these, some 21,000 had asthma. They found if the asthma sufferer had low vitamin D levels, they were 25% more likely to have frequent asthma attacks. Related research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association finds for every 10 nanogram per milliliter increase of the blood's level of vitamin D, the risk of asthma treatment failures decreases by 8%. Well, folks, it's becoming abundantly clear that if you have asthma and your blood's level of vitamin D drops to an abnormally low level, your asthma will become dangerously difficult to manage. On the other hand, if you supplement vitamin D to raise your level, you'll find that breathing becomes much easier. We have several other vitamin D studies that could help our viewers. First, from the American Association of Neuromuscular and Electrodiagnostic Medicine, we learned that vitamin D deficiency is common among those with neuromuscular diseases such as multiple sclerosis, myasthenia gravis, and Parkinson's disease. They also found vitamin D supplementation helps to improve daily function among those with neuromuscular disease. And from St. Michael's Hospital, reported in the Canadian Medical Association Journal, children who drink non-vitamin D fortified milk, such as rice, almond, soy, or goat's milk, are twice as likely to have low vitamin D blood levels. Finally, from the University of Edinburgh, researchers find from an animal study, if those who are overweight and have prediabetes supplement vitamin D, it may help them lose weight and lower their chances of developing diabetes. Amazing research, isn't it? Well, today on Your Health, we'd like to discuss the foundational elements of holistic cancer care. Now, rest assured, vitamin D plays an integral role in your battle with cancer, but there is much, much more. So stay tuned to learn more. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off BioNutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one. I'm Dr. Becker with Your Health at a Glance. Have you or someone you love recently been diagnosed with cancer? It is projected by the year 2020, some 18 million Americans will be cancer survivors. The main reason for this upward trend is our treatments for cancer are better than ever. Our cancer medicines are much improved, and we know more about how cancer works. In addition, holistic principles of cancer care are becoming standard of care treatment. Plus, research centers are discovering natural substances with true benefits for the cancer patient. This is an age of wonder, as we can incorporate both mainstream medicine and the fields of complementary and anti-aging medicine into your plan to beat cancer. I'm a cancer survivor who's here to tell you that you have more tools than ever in your battle with cancer. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Dr. Richard Becker. Every day, about 200 million Americans do not get enough of a key essential mineral.
That mineral is magnesium. The typical American diet does not supply enough.
And magnesium is so important. It protects bones and helps more than 300 different enzymes in the human body perform efficiently.
That's why BioInnovations offers chelated magnesium capsules for oral use and topical magnesium gel to be applied to the skin. That's 2 forms of magnesium to meet your daily needs.
Scientific evidence points to chelation as the best method of vitamin and mineral formulation.
Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health.
Because chances are you are one of the 200 million Americans who need more magnesium every day.
Again, that number is 888-442-2128. Call today. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. Welcome back, everyone. It is such a blessing to be with you today. Well, today's show is going to be very great. This one is very near to Richard and I's heart because we're talking about cancer care. You know, when cancer strikes you, you just feel overwhelmed. What do I do? Or maybe you've already gone through your cancer treatments and you say, what do I do now? Well, we're going to talk about cancer care in general. We call it nutritional support for the cancer patient. It's also Customer Appreciation Day, which is a fantastic day to get the supplements you need to stay healthy. So, Richard, where do you want to start the discussion on cancer care?
I want to cast a wide net and include all cancer patients. Maybe you've received a new diagnosis that you have cancer. Maybe your cancer was several years ago and you're in remission now. Or maybe you were in remission from cancer and now you have another cancer that's reemerged, a different type of cancer. So any type of cancer patient, we're speaking to you today. Have you noticed that since you've been told you have cancer that you have a changed perspective in life? Maybe you don't sweat the small stuff as much as you used to. You're really focused on meeting these challenges of cancer. Have you noticed you've gained some emotional strength? Sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes it's just overwhelming to a person, and others have to provide that strength to get you through the tough times. Have you noticed less fear of failure? This is something I really noticed after I felt assured that I was not going to die from lymphoma. I lost my fear of failure. I was willing to take on bigger challenges because all of a sudden I realized life is short. Even if you live to be 100, life is short. Make the most of the time you have here on this earth. But the cancer patient certainly has new challenges. We're in a toxic state, not only from cancer, but for the treatments of cancers. Chemotherapy, radiation treatment is toxic. It saves lives, but it has complications and side effects. There are lingering effects of cancer treatment and from cancer, fatigue and pain. We have scars. If we can change the attitude towards these scars as more a badge of honor, it helps the attitude. It helps you get through this. Life after you've been told you have cancer. How do you reduce your risk of second cancer? Nobody wants this back. This is what we're talking about today, how to prevent the first cancer. This applies to all aspects of cancer. You've just been told you have cancer. You want to improve your chances of recovery. You're in remission, but you don't want it to come back. You know, this type of thing. All aspects of cancer, we're talking about that today. You know, cancer patients live in fear. There is a general attitude among the press and the lay public that there's really nothing we can do to reduce our risk of cancer happening or its recurrence, and there's nothing we can do to assist the physicians in healing our cancer. This is prevalent. Oh, leave it to the doctors. It's a complicated disease. You couldn't possibly catch up on cancer knowledge now. Well, you don't have to catch up on all of it, but there's some basic things we can do that really will help you. Just as healthy living reduces your risk of cancer in the first place, it can help you beat this disease. Cancer facts. I am not naive about cancer, and neither should you. There are 200 plus different types of cancers. You cannot make blanket statements about all cancers. They're not the same. They cannot be treated the same. They have a common theme. So leave that complexity to your oncologists and your internists. Let them deal with that complexity. You focus on wellness and the things we can do to support wellness and complete nutrition and healing. That is much simpler, and it applies to everyone. You know, where would we be without our oncologists? I wouldn't be alive today. I appreciate them more than I think you realize. But so much was left to us to do. And one of the main reasons I decided to take on this program is to help people understand that it's okay to help yourself in cancer treatment. It's okay to take a vitamin, an antioxidant, to take an immune supporting substance. But it is a complicated disease. Focus on what we can manage, hire the experts to do the complex things, trust them to the best that you can, get a second opinion if there's any doubt, but let's focus on what we can do. Let's talk some cancer facts. 1.5 million new cases every year in the United States alone. There are some 14 million Americans who have a history of cancer. These are 14 million cancer survivors. And that number is increasing. By the year 2022, it's estimated there'll be at least 18 million cancer survivors. Our treatments are getting better. The risk of developing cancer of any type, for men, 45%. Almost even. Almost every other man will develop cancer in their life at some time. Women, 38% chance of cancer in their life at some point. 3 out of 4 cancers occur in those 55 and older. In medicine, we generally regard cancer a disease of the elderly. The 8th decade, 80-year-olds have the highest rate of cancer of anybody. But we all know from experience it can strike at any time. Even a newborn baby can have cancer. It happens. You know, this is an important point. I want everybody to understand this. I remember in my clinic days, I would advise a person to change their diet, stop the bad habits, or you're going to be headed for trouble. And the disease you're dealing with right now has its roots in these lifestyle practices that you're doing wrong, could be doing better. And I can't tell you how many people would say, well, I've been eating this way for 45 years. I've been smoking for 30 years, and it hasn't affected me yet. Well, now that you know most cancers happen in the senior years, you realize it is going to catch up with you. Does this make sense? I want to be very clear. You're going to pay the piper eventually for these habits. Quit them before you're sick. That's what I'm trying to say. The 5-year survival rate for all cancers is 66%. Just in 1984, it was only 50%. But today it's 66%. That's a 32% improvement, and that is impressive. We are getting better. This is why we speak in terms of 5-year survival. In general, if the patient can make 5 years after that diagnosis of cancer, things are looking up for them. And in today's world, 2 out of 3 will continue to live cancer-free if they can make that 5-year mark. That's important. Cancer can be beaten and it can come back. Cancer reoccurrence. It can happen as a return of the same cancer. That risk is highest in the first 5 years. For example, breast cancer reoccurrence in the first 5 years is about from 5 to 10% risk each year. After 5 years, it drops dramatically. Secondary cancer. The first cancer is gone, but another type of cancer begins. Cancer survivors in general are 2 to 3 times more likely to have another cancer emerge. The first one, say, is in the breast, and the next one is in the colon. 2 to 3 times more likely to have that occur to the cancer patient. If you received cisplatin as a cancer chemotherapy agent, you have 200% increased risk of another cancer. The point is, our cancer treatments cause cancer. They're working diligently to improve that, but this is what we have at this point in time. Radiation therapy, 250% increased risk of developing leukemia later in life. This is one of the reasons why we've mentioned frequently the program to help reduce the damages caused by radiation. Breast cancer, if you've had breast cancer, 300% increased risk of developing another cancer. Hodgkin's lymphoma, the cancer I had, it doubles your risk of another cancer. Something is fundamentally wrong in that cancer patient. What is it? Is it bad genes? Not so, say the experts. 90% of all cancers are caused by environmental assaults. 90%, not your genes. We all have genes for wellness. We all have genes for disease. Which genes are being turned on? We turn them on or off through our diet, our lifestyle practices, and the environmental insults that we encounter every day. Things like diet, whether you exercise, the weight level you have, heavy metals in your environment, insecticides, herbicides, petroleum distillates, exposure to radiation, dyes, hazardous chemicals, and waste. This is why 25% of all Americans will die from cancer. In 1900, it was 4 to 5%. Our world is more polluted than ever. We have more cancer. Let's go to our break. Let's talk about the habits and lifestyle practices that we need to address to improve your outcome in cancer. We'll be right back. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off BioNutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one. I'm Dr. Richard Becker for Your Health at a Glance. More and more people suffer from asthma. One cause is obvious. The world is a polluted place, and the air we breathe is not always healthy. But other causes of asthma aren't as obvious. Recent research connects a poor quality, high sugar diet and the frequent use of antibiotics to higher rates of asthma and cases of asthma that are tougher to treat. A fast food diet does not meet our nutritional needs. Plus, the indiscriminate use of antibiotics can seriously disturb the delicate balance of healthy microbes in our intestinal tract. So switch to a garden fresh diet that calms and prevents asthma. Eat fruit-like veggies such as tomatoes, cucumbers, and eggplant. Eat yogurt, ginger, turmeric, and take fish oil. Nature holds the answer, but it's up to us to make healthy choices. For your health at a glance, I'm Dr. Richard Becker. Can you lower your risk of disease? The answer is yes. One way is by including fruit in your diet. Fruit contains valuable nutrients that can reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even some cancers.
We've searched the world and found 4 fruits we believe are among the best. Noni from Polynesia, acai from the Amazon, and 2 new ones, goji and mangosteen.
These 4 juices each have amazing properties that make them great additions to your nutritional plan. If you're a diabetic or have chronic pain, these juices will help you feel better and have more energy. Plus, they help with digestion.
Now you can experience the health-promoting benefits of all 4 in one convenient package we call the Fruits of the World 4-pack. And remember, it's 50% off by the case. Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. That number's 888-442-2128. Welcome back, everyone. It is Customer Appreciation Day at BioInnovations. Great prices. You've got to call and check out those details. We're talking about natural cancer care. This is so important. Richard, habits that we get into that may not be the best for us.
Yes, absolutely. You know, we just discussed that 90% of all cancers are caused by pollutants and things in our environment, things that we can control to some degree at least. Diet, sedentary lifestyle, carrying extra weight, heavy metals, insecticides, herbicides, petroleum distillates, radiation, dyes, all this stuff. You know the list. It goes on and on. You know, so often people say, well, cancer runs in my family. I have bad genes. That's not accurate. It's not accurate. It does occur in about 5% of cancers. There is a strong family trait, and you can directly tie it to that. But the vast majority of cancer that runs in families is because the family has poor lifestyle practices, or they're exposed to pollutants and they live in the same area. Now, I don't want to cast this like this is your fault, you're making so many mistakes. That's not what I'm trying to say. These are all about life lessons, learning, empowering, and improving our lives. So, you know, change can be tough. We get used to our life, we get used to our patterns, and it's hard to make those differences. You don't know how it's going to work out. But I tell you, if you want to beat this cancer, you've got to make some changes. If you want it to not come back, you're going to have to make some changes. We are being told that you really have no power or influence on it, but our bad habits do contribute to cancer. Continuing to smoke or chew tobacco, even though you've been through cancer treatment. Not making changes in our diet, a diet depleted of fruits and vegetables and antioxidants, continuing to live a sedentary lifestyle. Breast cancer survivors who exercise are 70% more likely to be alive in 5 years and cancer-free in 5 years. 70% more just by getting up and moving. We can make these changes. Obesity, diabetes, high sugar diet doubles your risk of intestinal tract cancers. You know, folks, when you go through all this, you realize there is so much that can be done to improve our outcomes and to prevent cancers. But we are really, truly being told there's nothing you can do. It's too complicated. Get your scans, get your blood work. Maybe, hopefully, we'll catch it early. If it's a cancer return, maybe we'll catch it early and we can do something about it. Well, I refuse to accept that notion. That creates a sense of fear in our lives. I'm so afraid of cancer. Fear separates us from divine love. It destroys our spirituality. Let's become empowered. Let's learn. Let's make a difference. I want you to have confidence. I want you to know, to be positive about what can happen. So let's get to it. Natural support for the cancer patients and survivors. Guiding principles for the cancer survivor and the cancer patient. If you must change your profession, do it. I know you took a lot of time learning your career, but if it's stressing you to the point where it's making you sick, what's the point of that? Change your career if you have to. Stop the bad habits, learn your lesson, and let's move on. Implement healthy lifestyle practices. Do the best you can. Include a healthy diet and daily exercise. Detoxify, repair, and rebuild. Cancer therapy is toxic. I know, I lived it. And I don't want to scare you because it did save my life. But I have spent the following 17, 18 years detoxifying myself from the treatment that saved my life. That's the essence of cancer treatment today. It's highly toxic. Correct any nutrient deficiencies. How in the world can we heal if we're depleted of nutrients? Maximize your immune function. This is the future of cancer. It's not increasingly toxic substances to kill these cancer cells, but improving our immune response. It's estimated that the average typical 80-year-old has had cancer 6 times in their life and fought it off successfully, never knew it happened. Let's create that type of immune system so we can win this battle without all these toxic substances. Until they figure that out, you know, this is what we have. That's our available treatments. Protect from free radical damage. It's the same thing, the toxic substance, and heal a broken spirit. This is so important. Mind, body, spirit, it all counts. And to be a complete healthy human, we must have a strong spirit. Next, rebuild our bodies with low to no sugar, organic, Mediterranean-style diet. Cancer is a wasting disease. Now, first, before I go on to that, in 1931, Otto Heinrich Warburg was awarded a Nobel Prize in medicine for the discovery that cancer metabolizes glucose in a different manner than normal cells. He found that glucose is turned into energy through anaerobic fermentation. That's not how our body works. 95% of our energy is through the pyruvic Krebs cycle, the citric acid cycle. It's aerobic metabolism. Cancer is anaerobic fermentation. So this means cancer cells need sugar to live. And when I say sugar, I mean glucose. Our bodies convert the various types of carbohydrates into glucose so that we can use them. So this means if you're consuming a high sugar diet, high starch diet in cancer therapy, you're feeding the beast. Now your body can handle a little glucose, a little sugar, and I don't have a problem with that, such as the glucose or sugar you'd get from smoothies, fruits and vegetables, but you want to keep them low sugar. This is Nobel Prize winning stuff, but it was back in 1931 and it's been pushed aside. Do not ignore our scientific history. Low sugar diet, low in starches, low in sugars. Next, cancer is a wasting disease. Meat is hard to chew and it's not very appetizing when you just had chemotherapy. Having a little protein supplement to your smoothie can go do wonders for you. It keeps your strength up, it keeps your muscle mass up, it keeps your organ mass up. It's very important. There are many different types of protein supplements. You can use a brown rice supplement, egg supplement, egg protein, what else? Brown rice or rice, soy, any that provides complete protein. Whatever you tolerate the best. I like the brown rice, that's a good one. Whey is another good one. It's very good for maintaining muscle mass. Any of these are helpful. And go with the one that you tolerate the best, but add a little extra protein to your diet. It really does help. Multiple vitamin and mineral. Cancer and its treatments deplete nutrients. It is very important to supplement B vitamins, vitamin C, magnesium, and vitamin D. We want our vitamin D level above 50. In a cancer patient, 70, 80, these are more optimal levels. Now, when the higher up we go with vitamin D, the more risk of developing high levels of calcium in your bloodstream. So almost all cancer patients can have more vitamin D. However, if you are running a high calcium level with your cancer, you have to be careful with vitamin D. Your doctor will test for this. There's a type of cancer, it's called multiple endocrine neoplasia. These types of cancers secrete hormones, abnormal hormones, and it can raise your calcium level. So in that smaller subset, you have to be very careful with vitamin D. Your doctor will tell you about that, but all the rest, vitamin D is an asset for you. When we return, we'll complete our list on nutrients for the cancer survivor. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off BioNutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one.
I'm Cindy Becker for Your Health at a Glance. Each year, more than 76 million Americans contract food poisoning. Most cases are caused by tainted fruits and vegetables, especially contaminated leafy lettuce. But poultry causes the most food poisoning-related deaths. To prevent food poisoning, follow these simple rules. Thoroughly wash all fruits and vegetables. When preparing any kind of meat, wash your hands, utensils, and work area before preparing any other food. Cook thoroughly chicken and ground meats. Store leftovers in the refrigerator immediately. Look for expiration dates when you shop. If you use reusable grocery totes, wash them periodically. And finally, use spices such as garlic and oregano to inhibit the growth of bacteria that cause food poisoning. Food safety lowers your risk significantly of getting sick. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Cindy Becker. Are you one of the 62 million Americans suffering from gastrointestinal problems? Do you struggle with other chronic conditions? That's why we offer Dr. Becker's BioNutrient Probiotics.
After years of research, we developed a revolutionary probiotic formula with gastrodefense technology. This system protects the good bacteria from stomach acid so the probiotics reach the intestines where they go to work. Additionally, we use live count technology to prolong the shelf life of the probiotics, so there's no need for refrigeration.
Dr. Becker's BioNutrient Probiotics is a powerful combination and one of the most effective formulas available today. And we offer a children's chewable formula too, both at prices you can afford. Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. That number's 888-442-2128. We're back, everyone, talking about natural support for the cancer patient. And I've got to let you know it is Customer Appreciation Day. We appreciate you. We're showing it at BioInnovations by giving you the best prices that we possibly can. Great time to get the supplements you need. You have to watch the ads for the specifics on that one. So, Richard, we have to build our bodies back up with nutrition.
Yes, we do. We mentioned the need for a little extra protein. If you're having trouble with protein-rich foods, their meats can be hard to chew and digest. A little protein supplement can be helpful. Quality multiple vitamin and mineral. You know, if we were to investigate, and we've done this on other programs, the benefits of high-dose vitamin C in cancer, it's astounding. This is one of the safest substances known to humanity. Vitamin C is perfectly safe, even IV at high doses. And the case reports of people assisting in their recovery is just astounding. You want to take advantage of all that we know. The omega-3s, B vitamins, vitamin C, magnesium, vitamin D. Next, probiotics and fiber. Cancer and its treatments profoundly disturbs bowel flora. Probiotics are critical. 70% of your immune system is in the gut. You alter that bowel flora, you're going to have immune suppression, and that's not helping your outcomes in cancer. We want to support immune function, and probiotics are very important for that. Fiber. You know, fiber absorbs toxins. It helps our bodies to detoxify and get rid of the chemotherapeutic agents that we take to cure cancer. So probiotics and fiber as tolerated. Now, many times in cancer therapy, anything that goes in the mouth comes completely out right away. The nausea can be severe in some cases. So you adapt this program as you can tolerate it. Many can just jump right in and do it all. Others have to do baby steps. You understand that, of course. Detoxifying our bodies. Chelating agents such as alpha-lipoic acid, cracked chlorella, garlic, cilantro, and milk thistle. I want to pause on milk thistle. Milk thistle is gaining great interest around the world at major medical centers as an aid in cancer treatment. They've been able to show at Columbia University that milk thistle lessens the damage to the liver from chemotherapy. It helps to shield the body, the critical organs, the organs that you want to preserve. You want the damage to occur in the cancer cells, not in our normal organs, and milk thistle does that. In China, they did a study that found that milk thistle helps to prevent the collateral damage from radiation therapy. You know, many folks, take the example of breast cancer, radiation for breast cancer. It can scar the esophagus, it can damage the heart. Sure, we're radiating the breast tissue. We want that to happen to kill the cancer off, but we want the other tissues to remain normal. Milk thistle helps to achieve that worthy goal in radiation therapy. Milk thistle inhibits metastasis of a variety of cancers, and it lowers the PSA level in prostate cancers. It helps to minimize the invasion of cancer cells and the metastasis to other tissues. And what else? Oh, it lessens the damage to the heart and kidneys from doxorubicin. So the milk thistle, what we usually think of as an aid for liver conditions, is an outstanding supplement for the cancer patient. Next category, improve immune function. The future of cancer therapy, in my humble opinion, and it is a humble opinion because it is a complicated field, the future of cancer therapy is in improving our immune response. And our scientists have recognized that, and they've developed what they call now targeted therapies. They're very specific. They're trying to improve the immune response in a dramatic way, and it leaves the rest of the body intact without the collateral damage. But we have natural agents that can do this as well. Noni juice is one of your best for this. University of Hawaii did a study with terminal cancer patients. Now think of what that implies. Mrs. Jones, we've done all the therapies we can. Your cancer continues to grow. We have nothing for you. Terminal cancer patients. If we give these patients noni juice, they found they live 75% longer than those who didn't receive noni. That is a powerful supplement. The energy of noni is phenomenal, and it relieves pain. They found the noni juice drinkers had a better quality of life with less pain, and they were able to prove that it improved the immune response. Dr. Hirazumi found that noni in animal studies helped improve the response to chemotherapy. Also, noni helps fight cancer in lab animals with leukemia. We have a variety of studies that support the notion that this tropical fruit juice that tastes terrible helps the cancer patient. Dr. Hiramatsu, a Japanese researcher, studied 500 different rainforest plants for their potential to help the cancer patient. His conclusion was noni is number one. Number one out of 500 plants. That is quite an endorsement. University of Hawaii and National Institutes of Health, noni improves the quality of life in terminal cancer patients. Well, maybe you're not terminal. Noni can help you too. You don't have to be terminal. It improves pain levels and quality of life. Inositol, and IP6. This is a unique type of B vitamin that is not essential but helpful. Inositol and IP6 improve natural killer cell activity by almost 60%. Natural killer cells are part of the innate immune system. The innate immune system helps you fight cancer, viruses, fungi, and parasites. You improve that response by 60%, you're doing something, and you can do it with inositol and IP6. What is it? It's extracted from fiber. It's a natural part of our diet. It's not toxic. Side effects are virtually nil, if any at all, and it improves the immune response, natural killer cell activity. There's so much on it. We don't have time to go into all of it, but IP6 and inositol, I included it in my program, and you should too in your battle with cancer. Let's go to our break, and we want to talk about astragalus when we return. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off bionutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one.
Is our hope for you today. I'm Cindy Becker. When we struggle with disease and painful health conditions, we can become overwhelmed with negative thoughts. We may even develop depression. The Apostle Paul offered guidelines to help us preserve a positive attitude during times of trouble. He wrote in Philippians 4, verse 8, "Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." Thinking positive thoughts is the first step toward overcoming worry, even depression. Proverbs 17, verse 22 reminds us, "A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones." Remember these words of wisdom as you face your health challenges. I'm Cindy Becker. This is our hope for you today.
Vitamin D deficiency is at epidemic levels in the United States. Chances are you aren't getting enough of this essential nutrient. Vitamin D is one of the most important molecules in the human body. It's required for the proper function of nearly 4,000 genes and 1,000 metabolic chemical reactions.
BioInnovations brings you Dr. Becker's BioNutrients Vitamin D3. Now, supplementing with vitamin D is safe and affordable.
Studies show that vitamin D deficiency can lead to poor immune function, depression, cardiovascular disease, bone disease, diabetes, cancer, and much more. Starting supplementing vitamin D today for better health tomorrow. BioInnovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. So give us a call at 888-442-2128. That's 888-442-2128. Or order online at bioinnovations.net. We're back. Just a quick reminder, everyone. It is Customer Appreciation Day at BioInnovations. Don't want you to miss out on that one, so call for details. We are talking about the nutritional support for the cancer patient. There's so much that we can do. It's great to have this knowledge. I wish that I had known some of these facts back when Richard was going through Hodgkin's. A lot of it we had to learn after. Yeah. At least I'm thankful that I have the knowledge now and we can share it with you. So, Richard, what's the next thing we need to do to rebuild our strength? And this goes for while you're going through the therapies as well as returning to health after the therapies. Well, the astragalus, yellow root is another name for that, is an immune modulator, and it enhances immune function while it improves heart and lung function. It gives strength to the heart and lungs, and this is very helpful. It also decreases the side effects of chemotherapy. This has all been researched. A lot of this research comes from the Orient, where astragalus has been used for centuries. They know much more about it, but they're willing to share that information with us. One of the unique things about astragalus is that it inhibits the viruses, many of the viruses that drive some of the cancers, like lymphomas. Double-stranded DNA viruses, like cytomegalovirus, the herpetic virus, these are involved in the generation of lymphomas, and astragalus inhibits those viruses. Good to know. The next category is the medicinal mushrooms and beta-glucans. There is so much information on it, there's no way we can cover it all, but leave it to say that the maitake, shiitake, reishi, agaricus blazei, or ABM, and cordyceps sinensis, these complex medicinal mushrooms make beta-glucans and agents that stimulate the immune system. All arms of the immune system are activated when we ingest these herbal agents. I guess you could call it an herbal agent, medicinal mushrooms. Also, maitake, for some specific examples, maitake inhibits colon cancer metastasis, just an example. It increases tumor necrosis factor alpha. Shiitake is the original source of lentinin. Lentinin is a trade name for a chemotherapy agent. It's a beta-glucan-like substance. It is the third most commonly prescribed anti-cancer agent in the world, but it's not available in the United States. But you can take shiitake. Shiitake has lentinin in it. That's where it comes from. They extract it out of it. It triggers production of T cells and natural killer cells. It increases natural killer cell activity, prolonging the life in laboratory animals that have been given cancer. There is extensive research on shiitake and lentinin. Third most commonly used chemotherapy agent in the world comes from this natural agent, shiitake, but you can't get it in the U.S. But you can take shiitake mushrooms. Reishi accelerates recovery from the immunosuppressive state induced by chemotherapy. How many patients have to stop chemotherapy because their immune system is so wiped out they're susceptible to every germ that comes to town? They develop pneumonia, this, that, and the other. It really compromises our ability to continue chemotherapy. And they've been able to prove reishi can pull you out of that state. ABM, cancer patients, ABM increases natural killer cell activity while improving appetite, hair loss. Can you believe this? You know, one of the things that, especially women, they don't want to lose their hair. I don't want to lose my hair either in cancer therapy, but ABM mushroom helps to counter the hair loss associated with chemotherapy. And I'm just touching the surface with these agents. Cordyceps, what does that do for you? It helps with cancer fatigue. Oh, yeah, the cancer's gone, but I'm so weak and tired, I couldn't hold down a job if I had to. How many of you felt that way? Well, this is what cordyceps can do to you. It helps you to improve that fatigue. It increases the liver's production of ATP. That's your energy source. That's your dollar bill of energy. And it can increase it by up to 50%. Plus, it has the beta-glucans and this type of thing in it, too. Next, vitamin D. 3,000 to 8,000 international units daily. You can go higher than that if you use blood tests to dictate your dose. Breast cancer survivors with high vitamin D levels are 60% less likely to have a recurrence. Vitamin D deficiency dramatically increases the risk of a variety of cancers. You may have cancer simply because your vitamin D level is so low, your body can't fight off these insults that are all around us. Please get that vitamin D level up. Protect your heart and cardiovascular system with mitochondrial support, the CoQ10, the L-carnitine, D-ribose, magnesium, alpha-lipoic acid, fish oil, flaxseed oil, borage seed oil. It's the Heart Smart Plan. That's exactly what it is. Chemotherapy damages the mitochondria in the heart and in the brain and various tissues, but your heart is so sensitive, you can go into heart failure because of the chemotherapy. Sure, your cancer's gone, but your heart's gone too. We can help to protect that and prevent that from occurring. This has all been studied and thoroughly researched. It helps. The CoQ10, L-carnitine, D-ribose, magnesium. Alpha-lipoic acid, very important. Antioxidants. Good, I have a minute to go through this. This is one of the most controversial subjects in cancer care. Can cancer patients take antioxidants? At least a dozen of you have called this program and said, well, my cancer doctor told me not to take any antioxidants. It'll interfere with chemotherapy. It will do me harm. Well, I am so glad that the International Journal on Cancer Therapies just this month, published a review of all the available information on whether taking antioxidants in cancer therapy harms patients. Does it interfere with cancer therapy? They reviewed almost 400 studies, 399 I believe it was. They found no demonstration of any harm whatsoever in compromising cancer chemotherapy benefit by taking antioxidants. There's no evidence of it. It's incredible. Why people are telling patients this, it just defies logic. But this review found no evidence that that's a valid statement at all. You can take the antioxidants. You know, let's go to our break. And I want to give you a few of the antioxidants that will make a difference in your cancer outcome. We'll be right back. Cindy and I would like to thank you for your continued support of our efforts here at Your Health Television and BioInnovations, your full-service supplier of dietary supplements.
You are a valued member of the BioInnovations family, and we want to show our appreciation by offering our 50/50 promotion on select lines of our dietary supplements.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for you to take care of your supplement needs. For today only, it's 50% off BioNutrients, cases of Aloha Noni and Acai, and our entire line of Noni Natural Skincare. Plus, shipping is free for all orders over $50 within the continental U.S.
We ask for your continued support of Your Health Television and BioInnovations. It's because of you that we're able to provide these tremendous savings. Today, 50% off select dietary supplements, and all orders over $50 will be shipped free within the continental U.S.
We will never compromise the quality of the nutritional supplements you've come to trust. We thank you for your ongoing support, and may God bless each and every one.
I'm Cindy Becker, and this is Your Health at a Glance. Heavy metal poisoning is a growing concern, and it may play a role in your health. It can happen through occupational exposure or environmental pollution, or both. If you work in a metal shop, a smelting plant, or any type of facility that uses electroplating or welding, you may be suffering from heavy metal exposure. But those of us who live in cities may suffer from heavy metal exposure through environmental pollution. It's the #1 cause of heavy metal poisoning. It can occur over a long period of exposure, or it can happen after a single dose. Symptoms can be overlooked because they're symptoms of common diseases such as fatigue, memory loss, tremor, joint pain, and indigestion. These are common symptoms of heavy metal poisoning. If your health is declining and you haven't been able to figure out the underlying cause, discuss heavy metal poisoning with your doctor. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Cindy Becker.
Is your life out of balance? It may be. The average American consumes far too many omega-6s and not enough omega-3s. This creates an imbalance.
So what can we do to get back in balance? We can eat a healthy diet.
And most of us need to supplement with omega-3 rich fish oil. Fish oil contains omega-3s with DHA and EPA, fatty acids that promote good brain and heart health. So reduce omega-6 in your nutritional plan and boost omega-3 to get back in balance.
To help you do that, BioInnovations offers 2 products, the Fish Oil Complex and Omega 369, both formulated for your health and well-being. So how do you choose? For highest levels of DHA and EPA, choose the Fish Oil Complex. For a balanced formula, choose the 369.
Go online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. Your Health is brought to you by BioInnovations, trusted products for your health and well-being.
We're back, everyone. Just a quick reminder, it's Customer Appreciation Day at BioInnovations. Great prices and free shipping on orders over $50 in the mainland USA. So make sure you get what you need to stay healthy. So Richard, The
Yes.
nutrition for the cancer patient and the supplements are so advantageous.
They really, really are, and there's so much research on it. And as we mentioned, a recent review found no credible evidence that antioxidants during cancer therapy will compromise your treatment. There was one subset that they did find it compromised their treatment. This is smokers who have cancer who are receiving radiation therapy. Folks, if you're continuing to smoke during your cancer treatment, you're not going to have a good outcome anyway. But that's the one subgroup that should not take antioxidants. And I can't give you an explanation for that, but they found that in the study. Let's name some of these antioxidants. Acai juice, outstanding, high ORAC level. Goji juice, mangosteen, fruits with pigments. That's the guiding principle. Next is melatonin for sleep. And I mention this in the antioxidants because melatonin is a powerful antioxidant, and it's very important to help restore sleep because chemo damages the brain. You know, it shocks the brain and it interferes with sleep. So don't forget that, the melatonin for sleep. Grapeseed extract, resveratrol, powerful antioxidants. The bioflavonoids, curcumin and quercetin. These are all pigment colors. Curcumin is a bright yellow, quercetin is a bright white. Of course, grapeseed extract, resveratrol, a purplish color, you know, like red grapes. That's the color. That provides oil of oregano and olive leaf. These are all natural substances with high levels of antioxidants. One of the advantages of the oil of oregano and olive leaf is they're powerful anti-yeast agents. Very, very powerful because yeast overgrowth is common in cancer treatment. It is a cause of death in the cancer patients. Controlling yeast is very important. Ginger for nausea, don't forget that one. And flaxseed oil, polyphenol lignans for hormone-driven cancer, such as ovarian cancer, endometrial cancer, testicular cancer, prostate cancer. The lignans help to counter that driving force. Pomegranate juice, helpful in prostate cancer. Indole-3-carbinol, again for the hormone-driven cancers. And iodine replacement for breast cancer patients and yeast syndromes. There are cases of breast cancers going away when the iodine level is restored in the patient. That's the exception. It's not every breast cancer. I don't want to mislead you, but there are recorded cases where breast cancer goes into remission when iodine is administered. I want to mention quickly Natural Strategies for Cancer Patients. Excellent book. Beating Cancer with Nutrition, Dr. Quillen's book. Cracking the Metabolic Code, Dr. Laval's book. And of course our book, Foundations for Healing, as guideposts to help you through radiation and cancer treatment and all the things you can do. The antioxidants, the beta-glucans, help to prevent collateral damage from radiation as well. Develop this program, spare the normal tissues, destroy the cancer. That's our goal. Keep you strong with your immune system, keep your spirits strong, because now you have credible evidence that it can happen for you. Healing can happen for you. Do all that you can. It's our job to keep trying. God will take us home when He's ready, right? It's our job. Well, this is a tough subject. It's complicated, but I appreciate your kind attention. There's so much you can do. Thank you. We will see you again here tomorrow at Your Health. Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Your Health.
Hello, I'm Bill Malone of Christian Television Network's Plan Giving Department. Did you know that a will is one of the most important documents that you will ever sign? Yet a majority of Americans die each year with no will, and so the government receives a large percentage of their estate in taxes and fees. We can help you eliminate this loss with our free Guide to Wills and Trusts booklet. Call the number on your screen or go to our website for further information. Your long-range plans deserve special attention.
Join Jim and Lori Baker every day as they welcome anointed teachers
The result of our prayers will determine the future of our nation.
and the most dynamic personalities from around the world as we share grace and restoration.
You might have made a mistake, but you're not a mistake. But God spoke to me one time and He said,